In this video, we're going to be using the legendary Mitchell's Wool Fat Shaving Soap and the Feather SS Shavette Razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me again today. I really appreciate it. And if it's your first time here, I hope you'll consider subscribing below. So today we're going to try to make a point. We brought out the old Mitchell's Wool Fat. This is a legendary classic soap, and it says right here, original formula from 1893. It's been around for a very long time. I'll go ahead and give you the details on it. You can get this soap without the container. It comes in a, if you pay like 35 bucks, you can get it in a ceramic container like this, but otherwise you can just buy the puck. They're usually between 12 and 15 bucks for the puck for 4.4 ounces. And on our price chart, that's going to range from an exceptional $2 and something an ounce to $3 something an ounce, which is a good price. So well-priced soap in any event. We'll go ahead and show you the ingredients right there as we talk about this soap. Very old soap made in England. The problem with this soap is sometimes folks have trouble lathering it. And what I have done today is I have spent very little effort lathering this in a bowl, and I've kept it airy and bubbly on purpose, because what we seek to accomplish today is to show you it just doesn't matter that much whether it's a buttercream looking or Greek looking yogurt lather or slightly airy. As long as I keep the slickness and hydration on my face, it will be fine. 24 hours growth today that you can see right there, hopefully. And again, you know, you can get this on Amazon, you can get it on West Coast Shaving. I'll have some links below for your convenience if you are interested. And we're going to be using the Feather SS Shavette with Pro Guard blade. And you know I'm not fantastic with the Feather Shavette. I've sustained quite a few cuts over the years with those. So if you look in the bowl, I doubt you can see. This is not a creamy lather. This is rather foamy. But what I want to do is just show you that it doesn't really matter that much. We'll add some water in it if we need to. We'll hydrate our face a little, add some more lather. This is going to be slick, and that's the main thing, so long as we add some water to it. So you can see there, that is not a show lather. And again, I've deliberately made it this way. We'll add some water and we'll add a little bit of more of this airy Mitchell's. Again, trying to just prove a point today that really when it comes to the lathers that we all enjoy making, which are those, you know, buttercream lathers, as Fuzzy likes to call them, it's not essential. It's not essential. And honestly, to me, it doesn't matter that much. I enjoy doing it. It doesn't really give me that much when it comes to the actual shave. So let's get started today. And the main thing to keep in mind, man, that blade just cuts so smoothly. The main thing to keep in mind with these shavettes of any type is to be careful when bringing it to your face. That's when I have cut myself the most. Just simply bringing the razor to my face. Oh, I want to mention today, going to announce the giveaway of the world's finest safety razor, according to Fine. I don't agree that it's the world's finest safety razor, but we appreciate that Fine sent it to us and allowed us to give away. We will announce that in this video, so stay tuned. That's what we do when we do our giveaway drawings. We sneak them in a video. So if you're not watching, you'll miss out. We will announce that winner today, and also the Let It Go aftershave. Really nice and smooth. Even with this, look, that is a lather that no one would be proud of. You know, it's not a YouTube show lather, but I promise you, it is doing what I need it to do. And let's not forget to stretch. Keep the angle shallow, and just be careful when putting this blade to your face. They are very, very sharp, but for me, extremely effective shavers, so long as you don't go in too steep with your angle. That is for me, the critical part of technique that I always need to keep in mind when using these razors. Just keeping that angle shallow, but more importantly, not coming in too steep. And you do not have to muscle this razor at all. It cuts so cleanly, and that's why When I talk about the Shavettes like the Weck and the Feather, I routinely talk about how smooth they are because of the ease of cutting. And for me, that results in a smooth shave when they cut very, very cleanly. There's no tugginess. There's no having to sort of, power through growth. And for me, that's very enjoyable. So first pass was very, very good. No problems whatsoever, even with a deliberately foamy wool fat lather. Now, the Mitchell's wool fat has lanolin in it, which is known to soften the skin. Some people have sensitivity to lanolin, so be careful. But this is a good soap. It is finicky for some people to lather. Now, I can lather this in a buttercream fashion. It does take more effort. But all I did was scoop a little of this out of actually cut it because it's a hard puck, a little bit out of my bowl, put a little water on it, and just whipped it up into this very foamy lather. Again, deliberately. Because for me, again, I really want to come back to just showing things and trying to show you what I have learned over the years. Because there's so much emphasis put on things that, in my opinion, a lot of it just doesn't matter. And in my opinion, the only thing a super Showtime lather, one of the creamy ones will provide is it might keep the hydration longer than a foamy lather. So that's a benefit if you're taking a long time. But if you're moving through your passes fairly quickly, it's not going to make that much difference. As long as you have hydration, the Mitchell's wool fat here will be slick. And if we do our jobs, me, the shaver, if the shaver does his or her job, and you have a soap that's slick, you will get a good shave, generally speaking, if you do your job. The soap is here just to provide that slickness for this razor to be able to work through this growth. And it is slick. And that's really all I need. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that or if it's coming, there's still some hydration in this. It's foamy, but it's still hydrated. There's no tugginess whatsoever. There's no skipping of this Shavette. And there is good residual slickness there. Even despite a very, what would be considered in all the groups and forums, a crappy lather. Is it really? What's important? Is it important to show out? And I think we all enjoy making those lathers that look great on camera, just for enjoyment, but is that really what's important? It really isn't. I myself will take pictures of some of the lathers just to show people that yes, even with Colonel Conk, you can get a creamy lather and so on. But when it comes down to it, even with a lather like this, it's plenty slick. This razor is gliding and cutting very well with no problems whatsoever. And so if you want to continue to come back to conversations about the actual shave and what we're doing and how we're doing it, and just sort of kind of cut through some of these myths that are out there, in my view, and certainly there are other people that will disagree with my opinion. I am giving you the opinion based on my experience, and I've been doing this quite some time. And I found so far that, as long as you have slickness in your lather, that is the key. A lot of people refer to things like cushion and protection that cannot really be objectively validated or proven. And so what I'm saying here is if you have that basic slickness, and this right here, well, let's just show you. There's no need to relather. Let's use this little bit of slickness that we have here, with this little bit of lather. Let's take it a step further. If I do my job, even this little bit of lather right here, or even no lather, could probably do it on residual. Have done that before, by the way. This will work just fine. That's still very slick. There's no tugginess. There's no pulling. The blade is very sharp, so it's providing everything I need. The only thing I might need in something like that is to add a little water to it just to make it even a little slicker. But even with this little bit, it's enough. And again, this is aimed at folks who really worry about how their lather looks. Like, I'm not getting those YouTube lathers or forum lathers with the, super, there's a super sheen on it and this, that, and the other thing. Just check, is your lather slick? Is there a sort of a sheen left over? Is it allowing the razor to move swiftly? Now, I'm not encouraging you to do what I'm doing, but I'm doing this just to show you that, the show lathers are nice to make. They are fun. I enjoy sometimes making those sort of lathers myself. Absolutely unnecessary for the average user, in my opinion. Because my feeling is you get the slickness going here and that razor just moves effortlessly across the face, which is really what the goal is. And so whether the lather is what we would consider to be poor by, visual standards, is it functionally good? And the answer is yes. And there's plenty of residual slickness left. So even if I wanted to, so I spray this water on my face here, still slickness there. Still plenty of slickness there. And again, I'm someone who has not shaved a lot with Shavettes. So my technique is probably so-so. It's not outstanding by any stretch of the imagination. The aim here was just to show you, if you're struggling with lathering, make sure you got that slickness in there. You can work on making a better looking lather if you want to. Not really essential for it to look a certain way or to be puffy or Santa Clausy or, all these different things. It's just not that essential. Get the slickness there. You're probably going to be good for the most part. Don't worry so much about how the lather looks. This is foamy. You can't see it, but it's foamy. It still leaves behind enough slickness. I am not encouraging you to shave with dry lathers. I think you need hydration. But what I'm saying is, don't be preoccupied with how lather looks. And that's why I've made this lather this way on this day, to share my experience with you. And, it works well for me. Hopefully it will for you as well. Let me rinse, and then we'll come back, announce our winner, and get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, let's go ahead and use the PAA Allen block. And while we're doing this, we'll announce the winner. Wow, very little, just a little bit of stinging right there. That was nice and smooth, despite a so-called crappy lather. The winner of the fine World's Finest Razor and the Latigo Aftershave is Kim Gray. Kim Gray, please comment below, and I will figure out the details on how to get this shipped to you. And we'll give Kim about a week. And if she doesn't claim it, we'll announce another drawing in a video. And we just slide them in there. Again, the reason I do that is I want to give away these things to people who are actually watching the videos. And it's my way of thanking you for watching the videos. Okay, let me rinse this alum off. We'll come back and finish the post. Stay tuned. All right, we're back here with our Thayer's Witch Hazel, just in a spray bottle. Very good stuff. This is the Thayer's Cucumber. It's got things like aloe in it, and of course witch hazel, which is good stuff. That was really an excellent shave, despite a so-called crappy lather. Folks, again, believe what you see. Believe what you see. I'm not here to make claims that can't be validated. I'm here to do things and just show you, and then you can make your own judgments about it. The soap today was the legendary Mitchell's Wolfat, lathered deliberately badly. Great shave. The result, you can't argue with the result. You just can't. It is a good quality soap. It is finicky for some people to lather. I forgot to mention the brush. This is the PAA Switchback 400 with the AP Shave Co. Silk Smoke knot, which was very, very nice. We used the Feather SS Shavette with a ProGuard blade. That was excellent, nice, smooth, no troubles whatsoever. And we'll finish it off today with another classic. This is Clubman Classic, which I have decanted into a glass bottle, hot sauce bottle. The reason being is in this bottle, you can tell, because I kept a little in this bottle, and this has been out for maybe a month or two. I'm starting to detect a difference in the scent because of the plastic. So we're gonna use the one in the glass hot sauce bottle, and it does have a restrictor on it, which I dig, and it comes out very nicely. And we're gonna have a great, classic day ahead of us, I hope, with a great classic shave with a twist. Again, folks, don't be hoodwinked and bamboozled into thinking you need to, that there are all these mystical things that you need to do to get a great shave. The most important thing is you. Do you shave well? You're the most important thing. Or is your technique good? Because otherwise, everything else, if your technique is good, will probably fall into place. With, there's some exceptions, but generally, if you're a good shaver, you'll get a good shave, and that's all there is to it. All right. Thanks so much for joining us again. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'm reminding you that I am your host, CDB. It's your shave. Do it your way. And as always, God bless.